What's up, guys? So I'm at the yard and I just started messing with the truck right now. I really didn't have nothing to do. Not sure if y'all remember, but I couldn't tilt my steering wheel. Something was broken in here, so I just decided to take everything apart and I started putting a shitload of WD-40 in there, messing with it. And check this out. Now finally I can tilt the steering wheel down. Because I remember a lot of guys used to comment, why was my steering wheel so high up? Well, that's because I couldn't get this to work. And I just I started messing with the springs in here. I put a lot of WD-40 and finally I got it to work. Let me show y'all. See, now I can tilt it up all the way down. So that's how I'm gonna leave it. I actually wanted it all the way down. I'm glad I got that fixed. The steering wheel sits perfectly just how I want it. What do you guys think? I think it looks way better like this instead of having it all the way up. So I'm gonna leave it like that, put everything back together. Guys, if any of you know where I can get a used dash or a new dash, especially if it can be a fiberglass so it can last a little longer, that would be great, because I really need one, and that's the next upgrade I want to do to the truck. Also, I went to Kenworth. I asked for how much would a new skeleton dash cost. They want $3,500. Just this piece right here, not the cup holders, none of these, not the top, just this middle piece right here without the panels, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. There it is. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so happy that this worked out. I'm so glad that the steering wheel is lower now. I wish I would have done this a while back, but it's all good. I got it working, and that's what matters. But take a look at it. I think it looks pretty good like that. Way better. Back at the yard, guys. Today is another day, and let me show you guys something that I did yesterday to the truck. I wish I would have recorded it, but it was already late, so you couldn't really see it. Now, as you guys know, my dash, it used to move a lot. Well, now, as you can see, it does not move at all. That's because up here, this piece here is the one that holds the dash skeleton, which is this entire piece right here, and it used to rattle a lot like crazy. And the reason is because this where this bolt went, it broke right here, and it didn't have nothing over here, so I drilled a hole and added this screw, and that's what's securing this side of the dash skeleton, and that's what's preventing it from moving now. So that solved that problem. That does not mean that I'm gonna keep this dash. I'm still looking for another one. The guy that was supposed to bring me one from Mexico, there was issues, but he's still gonna try to look for it. My cousin went to Mexico, he asked for it, he couldn't find it either, but I still I'm not gonna give up. I gotta find a skeleton, a dash, and eventually we will. Hopefully it's soon. So I've already driven the truck with that I fixed right there, and I mean, it just drives way smoother. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart and crap. Obviously you guys saw that I tilted my steering wheel down, and that's pretty good too. I really like that. Another thing about this radio, I went to O'Reilly's to get some double-sided tape, and I saw this radio and I was like, well, I might as well buy it because the one I had did not work. Now here's the funny thing though. Normally these single dents, you know, you can change the colors. They have multicolor. Well, I didn't check that on this one, and this is just a blue LED color on it. Let me put the key in the ignition so you guys can see that. But I mean, I'm not tripping about that. I actually think it looks pretty cool. As you can see, there it is. It is blue. It doesn't look that bad, to be honest, once I have my red lights on and everything. So I was thinking I'm gonna leave it like that for a while. I might change it later on. But for a $50 radio, I think it's pretty good. It has Bluetooth, so I connect the Bluetooth to it, listen to some music on YouTube from my phone, and hopefully I can get my CB radio maybe next week. I want to mount it up here somewhere, probably get a striker. And I think those have a multicolor also, red, white, blue, maybe a few other colors. But that way I can put the blue LEDs on it and have it matching the radio. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd look fire. But yeah, $50 for this radio, not bad at all. Bluetooth, right here it has for the USB. If you've seen the double din touchscreen radio I have in my RAM, I actually have a USB with a lot of music. I just go on YouTube, copy the link, convert it into an MP3 file, and that's how I get music for the USB on my RAM. So I can just plug that in here. It even has an auxiliary, a CD. Well, nobody uses CDs, but it has that. So it's a pretty good radio. Now the other thing, yeah, so the dash, it does not move at all, does not rattle. The only problem now, it's my panels. So you guys know that my panels are all loose and stuff, and I have an idea. I went to a hardware store right now, and this is what I bought. I bought some Gorilla Glue. If the Gorilla Glue worked on that girl's hair,
bad idea. Yo, look, my hair, it don't move.
Bet she doesn't do that again.
the one that was all over social media, this Gorilla Glue has to work for my dash. So my idea is to put some Gorilla Glue, for example, right here. If you can see, this piece is broken, so I want to put some Gorilla Glue there. And then I got another little invention I'm gonna try, so I can screw these on, but I'll probably show you guys that later on when I decide to do it, and if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just might not show you guys. But also up here is broken. I gotta put some Gorilla Glue there, so lift it up and glue it. Let me see where else. Down here, I gotta put some there. Also right here in between these two panels, put some Gorilla Glue there. Gorilla Glue everything. But that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let me show you something. Also, I spoke to a guy about coming on Wednesday to check the AC on my truck, because that shit does not work and it's hot as fuck. But take a look at this. As you can see, the rubber right here for my fender lights, they are different on both sides. This one right here, it has like a higher side than the other one, and that's to make that light sit up straight, and it does not have it on this side. I asked for it on Kenworth and they did have it. Here it is. This is the spacer. Just like the other side, it was $10. So I'm going to change this on the truck also. But here's a piece, and it makes a big difference. I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody noticed it, but when I did, I couldn't unsee it. Every time I would look at the truck, I would be like, man, those fender lights are different, are sitting different. So you should be able to tell from here. that the left light is straight and that the right light, it's a little tilted. So I gotta switch this out. Also, another thing, you guys want to see the lowboy? The lowboy got a new floor, so let's check that out. All right guys, so here is the boards, the new boards on the lowboy. It's dirty because we've been using it, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. And we've already started to side load, so obviously little stuff like that's gonna start to happen, but it's part of the game. It's all good. Once we ruin it, we do it all over again. And it wasn't that expensive. It was $1,800. But this lowboy, we've had it already for like 4 or 5 years and we never touched it. So just think about that. Back to the dash, I want to show you what I'm gonna Gorilla Glue first. This top piece, which I showed y'all, and down here, as you can see, this one here is just completely broken also, so I'm gonna have to Gorilla Glue it right here, and also Gorilla Glue this one to this piece. But I'm gonna do it by sections. I want to do this first, and then tomorrow or in 2 days when I have time, continue over here and just go like that, work it out slowly. Once all of that, if it's a success where it's not coming apart, once I start driving it and the truck is vibrating, shaking, whatever, I'll go ahead and try to do the other idea I have. I'm gonna start adding the Gorilla Glue. Now it did say on the packaging expands 3 times, so I don't know what that means, but I'm not gonna add too much. That should be fine. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the bottom piece because with every little movement I try doing, it might come off from the top. So I guess I'll just let that dry. I just removed the nuts from the light and now I can just pull it out. And there it is. Just gotta take this rubber piece off. This one's way different from the one I bought, so I'm gonna have to cut it with the knife. Let me show y'all the new one. It has this opening here so you can put the wires in through there. Now that the light is on, I can see what way it goes. Amber goes forward and the red facing backwards. And just like that. Very quickly, another plan of mine is to remove this pipe right here. Take this pipe off, change the boots, get brand new boots. As you can see, these are pretty old. Put new boots, nicer clamps, and paint this one yellow. It goes all the way over there. Paint it yellow, make it match with these right here. Also need to hit this spot right here with some yellow paint so I can match the top right here that I painted. I still have not covered up my diesel-free harness wires. I gotta do that too. Let me show you guys what I just loaded. The haters will say this is not a heavy haul. Look at that. Asking for a friend. Do I need a permit to move this machine right here? I moved the dozer earlier, but it was raining a lot. That's why I didn't record that. And then this one here, ain't really nothing fun to record about this. It's a mini load, mini haul. But that's what it is. All right guys, I just got to another address. I'll be picking up a 320 Caterpillar excavator, so let's unhook and get it on the low boy. There's the 320 guys. Before I start chaining the machine down, I'm gonna hook up the gooseneck. Normally on these types of machines, they're a little bit bigger. I prefer to hook up and then chain. There's the truck loaded. I won't be recording after this because I'm trying to hurry up. It's already 3 p.m. I have like an hour and a couple minutes of driving, and I don't want to run into too much traffic. But I'll see you guys at the yard when I get there to show you how the dash came out with that Gorilla Glue. It's 6:35 p.m. guys. I picked up another machine. I picked up a Deere 210. This is the one I always pick up. I've done a couple of videos with this one. I cleaned the tracks and I left the dirt here, but I ain't picking that shit up. It has an additional bucket, so I'll put another chain right here for the bucket. One down there, and the 4 binders. And I had a side load it from here. There was no way for me to get the truck up here, and then they have like this pretty bad slope, so I was not going to drive on that. But it's 6:30 p.m. I'm headed to Conroe. That's like an hour and 10-minute drive, maybe a little bit more. So again, I won't be able to record anything of this because I have to leave ASAP. And just so y'all can see, the wood still looks good, even side loading. I mean, once you turn and twist whatever. I don't remember what the guy said this wood was called, but this is very good wood. It's supposed to last way longer than what we had.
50% of the costs are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science, it's my computer career.
Hey, what happens? G-Man,
we're good.
the wifey celebrated her birthday.
So that's the entrance. I'm gonna raise the airbags all the way up because I have to go over a curb. Yeah, that don't look, it's like a wooded area, just a single lane. So I want to make sure that's it. I don't want to have to back up and stuff. show you guys how this looks. Let's see how far in I gotta drive. Some fine woman right there. Private property. Violators will be prosecuted. This is a little scary, no lie, guys. Look at this. Told me to leave his machine by where the other machines are, so now I just gotta look for other machines and get out of here ASAP before it starts raining. I just unhooked, guys, but I'm trying to hurry up because it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. I'm gonna put the excavator over there. I can see there's a couple of other machines. I already unchained. This machine, the 210 Deere, and also the 320 Caterpillar, they are two of my favorite machines to move because they're not too big, but they're not too small. They're like the perfect size. Right. I wonder if there's a light here. Yep. There should be some more lights over here. Right here. There it is. These people we moved the machine for, they always have two buckets. So you got the bucket on the machine, and then there's one inside that bucket. tell y'all something real quick. For some reason, when I'm working this late, I actually enjoy it more. I like it than working during the day. I don't know. I just feel like working, going to pick up another machine. Maybe it's just that it's more calm to work at night. Really don't have to worry about traffic and stuff. But, or maybe I'm just used to it. I think I told y'all once that I used to deliver pizzas. So I used to deliver pizzas till like 1, 2 in the morning. Then I had to mop and sweep the floors of the store. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked working the night shift. I've never been a morning person, but sometimes I gotta get up and do what I gotta do. Like today, I got up at 5:30, left the house at 6. It's 8:30 right now. I left the house at 6, and I still have maybe another 30 minutes to drive to the yard, maybe an hour till I get home. So it's been a busy day. But being here in Houston, it takes long to go from point A to point B. I picked up that first dozer in Texas City, took it to Channelview. After that, I picked up that little mini load, that mini excavator. Picked that one up at the airport, right there on I think Tomball, no, not Tomball, Humble, and it went to downtown. After that, I went to the north side to pick up that Caterpillar 320. I took that one to Katy, and then from Katy I went south to Fulshear, Texas. Picked this one up there and dropped it off here in Conroe. So a lot of driving, and with the freaking traffic here in Houston, it takes at least an hour and 30 minutes to get from point A to point B. But it's all good. It was a good day. There's the T800. Hey everyone, today's a new day, and before I finish the video, I just want to show y'all that Gorilla Glue that I used up here. It worked out pretty well. As you guys saw, I've been driving the truck, I've been doing loads, and this did not break or come off at all. I mean, it was solid. It's just solid in there, so that worked out pretty well. Down here it was broken. I just added some Gorilla Glue also. I'm gonna let that dry, and that means that this panel right here is gonna be already set and good to go. Hopefully that glue does work down there also. I'm pretty sure it will if it worked up here, and I will work my way slowly throughout the entire dash until I'm finished. But I just wanted to mention that I had never really tried this glue, but it works. That works very well. So I'll see you guys on the next one.